Hi guys, welcome to GemmaBeaMakes. I'm Gemma and this is my crafty channel where I talk about all the things that I've been making over the past couple of weeks. I tend to talk about knitting, spinning, crochet, dyeing, sewing, quilting, anything that takes my fancy at the time. This week I have got some sewing finished objects, I've got some spinning finished objects, and I've got some knitting whips. I've really enjoyed the sewing this week. I had a proper good go through all of my fabric stash. I don't have a major stash, but I do have little bits of lots of things dotted all around the house. Like I've got a little set of drawers upstairs that's got a few drawers of fabric, and I've got one in the living room that's jam-packed full of fabric. And I have an IKEA box, you know, the boxes that fit in the Kallax units from IKEA. That is full of like all my fabric stuff. It's got my patterns and my cutters and things like that, but that was starting to bulge with scraps. So this week I spent some time with my fabric and deciding whether or not I would actually use it. A lot of it was all scraps of, I've already done a project out of it, but I bought like an extra half a metre or lots and lots of leftovers. Some of it that I could quite easily use again. Some was really nice quality jersey that I'm going to maybe attempt to make underwear at one point. Some really comfy, I just want some comfy pants. And so I've got a few bits like that I've saved, but I have got rid of so much fabric that I just know that I'm never going to use. They've been sat in drawers for the past, I want to say, I think I've been sewing for 3 years now, 4 years. It's been a while. I was pregnant with James when I first went to learn how to sew a dress. And he is 4 next month. So it was 4 years ago. So yeah, 4 years of accumulating scraps, and I know that I'm not going to use them. So I went through everything. I bundled it all up into what I'm going to use again, what I'm not. And I donated it to James's nursery, and they were so happy for all these fabric scraps because they use them every day and they're sticking in the things, and they can make much more use of it than I can. So, but it was so cathartic to actually get rid of it and get it out of my space. But I found a sewing project that I bought at the Harrogate Knitting and Stitching Show this year, which was the Weekend Travel Bag by Sarah J. Patterson. I bought this kit with this fabric to make the bag, and I finished it. It was much, much faster to do than I expected. The level on here says 2.5 scissors out of 4 scissors, which is an intermediate to a confident on your difficulties. I found it really easy. There was one piece of instruction in here that I found that I didn't understand until I could actually do it. But here is the weekend bag. I am so chuffed with it. Now I've filled it at the minute. It's full with all my woolies, all my shawls, because it's not as sturdy as I wanted it to be. Like the structure doesn't stand up. It's very flimsy, but it's very strong. The material is like a cotton vinyl, I think. It's definitely 100% cotton, and it's got this vinyl like PVC, not PVC, I don't know what it's called, PUL? Anyway, it's a waterproof fabric. It's got pockets on the front, and it's got another pocket on the inside, I think. I'm going to show you. Yeah, it's got a pocket on the inside. Look at all my woolies all in here. Just to give it a little bit of stand up, but it's got another pocket inside. And the lining fabric is again 100% cotton, and it matched the it was all in the kit from I really want to say it was Sarah, because this was the lady that sold me the kit. So this is Sarah, and this is her pattern, and this was her fabric. So super fun. But when I bought this kit, at the same time I bought 2 other bag patterns from her. I can't remember what they're both called. It's the crossbody bag that I bought, and the Alice bag. And I had enough fabric left over from the kit, what was recommended, to make this as well. I haven't made it yet, but I've got all the pieces cut out, all ready to go. I didn't have any webbing that matched, so that's what the delay was, but I've got some now. So this is going to be my tomorrow morning project. But yeah, so I had enough fabric to make this one and this one and this one. I thought it was really cute. So I didn't manage to have enough to line the inside, but I've got a really nice green quilting cotton that matched. And yeah, so I had a super fun couple of days just sewing bags. I think I like sewing bags so much because they're quick, and the gratification you get from it is quite a quick one. I enjoy the precision of the cutting and the sewing, and then it all kind of flips out inside out, and then you go, oh, look how beautiful that is. Anyway, so this I've popped this one in my Etsy shop, which you can find a link for down below. There's a few other needle cases and project bags in there at the minute. However, there's not very much, because thank you to everybody who bought from my shop at the weekend. I think Etsy must have pushed my show, so that actually there's not a lot left in there now. But I did go shopping. I did go fabric shopping. I'm going to show you it another time. But because I purged all my fabric, I did the kit that I had in there ready, and I also took all the quilting cotton scraps. So I keep looking over there because that's where the fabric is. Yeah, so I took all my quilting, like leftovers, all the fabric that was actually, I am going to use it, and it's good for scrappy projects, and I cut it all into usable 2.5 inch strips and laid it all out ready to make some. I really wanted to make some log cabin bags again, because I made them last time. I really enjoyed the process. I really enjoyed making them, but once I had all my fabric laid out, I couldn't find anything that really went together, that really was going to make bags that I'd be proud of. Everything was just a little bit too scrappy for my taste, so what I've done is I've rolled it all up into one big giant jelly roll, and I think once I get more of those usable 2.5 inch strips, I think I might make something with them then. But I'm really happy with how I managed to get it all sorted. I've just been left with one small drawer of jersey and the corduroy that I have for certain projects, and I've also got just a small bag of usable already cut pre-done scraps, and it makes me feel much better that it's all sorted and it's all done. So I did go fabric shopping, but purposefully to buy material for bags. So I really do enjoy making them. I enjoy popping them in my Etsy store, and if I can sell a few bags, then it pays for the fabric. So it just all evens it out, and we can save up for the electric e-spinner that I really, really want. So as well as doing as well as sewing, I also really enjoyed spinning. I actually got so much spinning done over these past couple of weeks, mainly because David has been watching some sort of Korean zombie thing in the living room, and I've been relegated to the kitchen and my spinning wheel and my audiobook, which is absolutely fine by me. But he binge watched like a full season of Korean zombies. Not my thing. So I left him to it, but it just meant that I got some mega spinning done. So I have some more of the Falkland that I dyed, all done and all spun up into a nice solid colour. So I've really enjoyed playing with this fibre. So the light keeps going super duper crazy. I won't apologise for it. It's the sun. I can't do anything about it. But I hope everything's all in focus and whatnot. So this was the fibre that I dyed. It's a 100% Falkland. It's really, really soft, super nice fibre. I dyed it using Colourcraft acid dyes in 3 different colours, in magenta, turquoise and musk. And this was the super saturated one, and this one was all watered down and tried kind of a pastel-y effect. And these are the finished skeins. So they worked out, they come out at they spin naturally a little thicker than I usually spin, and they bloom brilliantly when you give them a soak. So they've got such a lofty, soft feeling to them. I'm really excited by this yarn. My plan was to ply them together. I don't know if I mentioned it last time. I wanted to spin both and ply together. Now this was the results of that ply together. So I just tied in a little knot, look. Like this barber pole craziness. So this is not my taste. I didn't like the way that this was looking up. I bet it looks really good when it's knit, actually. But I wasn't enjoying it as much as I thought I was going to. So I quickly stopped that and plied it back on themselves. But I think these are going to look really good as maybe something colour work, or maybe I was thinking, because it's so soft and so nice, it might be nice as a cowl, like a nice colour work cowl. I'm going to have quite a bit of it. I've already got another skein of this upstairs, so if I could make this one the main colour and this like a pattern to go through a cowl. I like the idea of the litmus cowl, the one that I just did for with all my advent calendars minis that I got. I really enjoyed the fact that you knit it in a circle and you don't have any ends to weave in, and that's really quite appealing. If I did it as a colour work in the round with no ends to weave in, I think that would look really nice. I've still got quite a bit to spin, and I've got another skein of this upstairs. I think I can make a nice big thick chunky one. I'm looking forward to it. So I'm happy with how this yarn is turning out, so much so that this is the yarn that I'm going to do for my next sweater spin. I keep talking about it. I haven't ordered anything yet, but I'm definitely going to be getting some Falkland and some new dyes. I keep looking. I really do like to see things in person though. I'm really I really don't want to order dye online. I don't know why. I just need to do it. I like to buy things from festivals, and it's Spring into Wool in April. Spring into Wool festival is really local to me, so I think I might wait until the end of April to go get my dyes. I don't know, I'm a little impatient. I'm a little impatient. That if you've watched a while, you know this is the only spinning fibre I have. So once I've spun all this, then I don't think I can wait till April to get some more fibre. I might do a little bit more shopping. It is the Guild. We're finally having our Guild Christmas do. Our Christmas meeting, where we usually do a little bit of a present, spinning, weaving, dyeing related. It all gets wrapped up and put in the middle, so we all get a little present. So there might be some sort of fibre goodness in that, so maybe I can hold out, we'll see. But anyway, okay, so on to knitting. I have been knitting on 2 different projects. The first one, my not so favourite, is in my homemade paisley and denim bag. I matched it with my project because I'm a geek. I love it when my projects and my bags match. Anyway, this is the Elton by Joji Locatelli. and I am on the ribbing. So this project is definitely the product knit. It's not a fun process. I don't enjoy knitting with the mohair when it's by itself. I don't mind holding it together with something, but purling mohair has not been my favourite thing to do. However, I made this project my swimming project. That makes sense. When Edward goes for his swimming lessons, I take this. So it gives me a good hour, 2 hours each week where I can exclusively do this, and I've managed to get to the body. So I've got about another inch of ribbing left and I will have finished the body. This yarn is my own hand-dyed yarn. It's just 100% merino, I do believe, and the mohair is by Northshire Yarns, and that is in the Dean colourway. So I'm really happy with the colours and how it's feeling. I'm really looking forward to being able to wear this. I just want it to be finished. As you can see, my little, I don't know if you can see, I've got these little tiny stitch markers all the way through from all the dropped stitches. It's not fun, but it's nearly done. I'm so excited. So yeah, I've just been making it my the project that I take out and about with me to swimming lessons and birthday parties and things like that. It has been birthday season. Edward turned 8 last week and he had like 3 birthday parties. It was a bit silly. He had all of the family, we all went out for a curry, which was, to be truthful, it was very average, but the company was lovely, the food was naff. And then he went out with his friends. We went to Laser Zone and Pizza Hut. He really enjoyed that. And then we went out for a day with Auntie Sarah and she took us caving. So we went down all the big caves underneath the Yorkshire Moors and saw how all the sediment works. That was very cool. And it also came with a free cinema. It's like she hired out the full cinema. We went caving and then hired out the cinema. It was a really, really nice day. So we really enjoyed Edward's birthday last week. And okay, so the other project that I've been working on is in my bag by the Fibre Fox, and it also matches my project because I'm a giant geek. So this is my Laurel. The Laurel is pattern by Anna Duveau, who is along Avec Anna on most places. I am super happy with how this is looking. Now it's very crinkled. I've put it on the smallest cable possible. This yarn is Dusty Dimples in the colourway Blued and my own hand spun yarn. So I'm really loving how they're working together, how the colour changes are working throughout the yarn. Pattern's very, very enjoyable, to be honest, because it's just a small little bit of colour work. You do like 4 repeats. Right, it's 4 lines of colour work, then 4 lines of solid, and then 6 lines of colour work, then 4 lines of solid. So 6, 6, 4, 4. Anyway, what am I talking about? Stripes of colour work and stripes of not colour work is very, very enjoyable. It just makes you do that little, I'll just do one more row, I'll just do one more row. So as you can see, I've split for my sleeves now. So I've got my sleeves up here. I did fall down a little bit of a colour work rabbit hole, trying to get my colour to become more dominant. So I didn't realise, but there is like a whole techniques out of there. The colourwork jumpers that I've ever done in the past, I've literally just held them together and picked them up. I've never paid attention to which goes to the front and which goes to the back. I've always just picked them up as they go. And you can tell on this first row here how I wasn't caring on which went to the front and which went to the back. Sometimes you can see the spots popping through, sometimes it's the blue that's more dominant. However, on these ones down here, where I was trying to keep my yarns in the correct order, I think looks so much better. Could I go back and change this? I could, but I'm not. Like all my other colourwork jumpers are all just going to be the same. And I think for I think it needs a good block. I think it's going to look really, really good for blocking. And I think it's all going to sit really nice. But I'm really happy with how the colour change is going. You can see that it goes from that tealy pop through to the lavender and to the tealy blue again. When you look at the yarn, you can see actually the purple does get darker. So if you can see that there, it does change. So I'm hoping to at least get this dark purple because I really like it. I think it's going to be fun. But yes, so that is my speedy Laurel. Now, me and Zoe of Felicity Yarn Studio are holding a knit along over on Instagram and here on YouTube. So if you want to join in with us and knit the Laurel as well, you can join in on Instagram by using the hashtag Laurel Knit Along, and that will enter you into our little knit along. God, I am the worst salesperson. But if you want to knit the Laurel as well, you can join in with us. Let us know. You'll be in for winning a few prizes that have been donated by Anna of Avec Anna, and a few little bits from local makers as well, which is all fun and games. The knit along is running from now, if you cast on now, until the end of June, so there's plenty of time. If any part of your project is hand spun, you also get 2 entries into the giveaway at the end. So just let me or Zoe know. I'll tag Zoe down below as well, and yeah, join in. It's actually much more fun than I thought it was going to be. Well, I knew it was going to be nice. I knew it was going to be fun, but the addictiveness of it, I think it's because, like I said, it's just for don't start counting again, Gemma. Because it's just stripes, colour work, and then not. You just want to get to the next, well, I'll just get to the end of this bit and then that's ready for when I can pick it up next time. And it just makes you do that little bit more each time. It's very, very enjoyable. And that is all I've got to talk about with you. All I've got to talk about with you guys today. I just spoke 100 miles a minute. I'm really, really sorry. I don't know why I went everything so fast. I've got a day off today. I could have totally chilled out. I think it's because I'm hungry. It's lunchtime. So enthused about everything and just get it all out as fast as possible. Okay. I'm just going to make it a short one this time, guys. It's been super duper fun sitting with you guys, telling you all about everything that I've been doing. If I've got all the way to the end, it's because we're best buddies. Thank you so much, guys. It's been a pleasure getting to talk to you all again. I love sharing everything that I've been doing with you guys. It really is fun. I love interacting with everybody. I love the fact that we're this community, that we can actually interact with each other. We know that we're not alone. We are all giant fibery geeks together. Thanks for getting to the end. If you haven't already, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. It all helps with the algorithm. Let's get more fibery friends. We love you all. Okie dokes, guys. See you soon. See you next time. Bye.